good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This is TJK Creative. I am Tyler. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. This is the spoiler-free review for Deadpool and Wolverine. Once again, subscribe if you are new. This movie was a long time waited since the announcement. Obviously, you're not specifically waiting for this before you even knew it was coming to existence. But long time waiting since we knew about it. Deadpool and Wolverine. We've seen the trailers. Sometimes they put a little too much on the trailers, so I'll try to, even with the stuff in the trailers, I'll still try to not even talk about some of those aspects because I still consider those spoilers. Even though I want to talk all the juicy things, I just feel like it's nice to, if you stumble upon this video, who knows, if you're a subscriber and you still want to support and watch, I still don't want to spoil you. But, and if you want to spoil the review, put it in the comments down below, but we'll see what's good. First things first, I do like this movie. I almost want to say I love it, but it's for the wrong reasons. It's for the wrong reasons. Just off top, this movie is a cheat code. This movie is, like I see people say, dangling keys. And real quick, I just woke up and on that moment where sometimes you just rub your eyes a little too much, so one of my eyes is kind of red. Just gonna let y'all know. But yeah, it's just the cheat code, bro. This is cheating. They're cheating on all levels. It's firing on all cylinders, and it's okay. We already do this. We accepted it. This is why we pulled up to the theater to see certain things, to laugh at certain things, to get hyped at certain things, and it's still great. It's still great. Again, but it's a cheat code, and we have to understand that when we grade and talk about this movie. It's not a. This isn't a regular movie, even though it is. And we treat all movies fair. I feel you, but we don't treat Fast and Furious. We don't treat Fast and Furious like we treat a Christopher Nolan movie, and we don't. Damn, we don't even damn near treat Mission Impossible like regular movies. But you know what I'm saying. So this is something different. Comedy from Deadpool, I will say, it got old fast. Maybe that's on purpose because there's that duality between Deadpool and Wolverine. Wolverine's real serious and depressing at times and sad and mad, full of rage because, rah, that's his thing. That's his thing. And then you got Deadpool over here laughing, cracking jokes. Even when Deadpool's going through the most serious moments of his existence, he's still cracking lots of jokes, lots of references, lots of fourth wall breaking. That's all there. So if you love that about Deadpool, you're getting that times 11. I like Deadpool's comedy, but for some reason, I don't know what it was, but about the time in the trailers where you see the TVA pull up to his door, and he's just still cracking. I don't know. It's like every single thing that he says is just. It's like the movie superhero movie. If you've seen that with fucking the dude from Drake and Josh, it's like it feels like this movie feels like one of those satire old movies that would come out like back in the day when they made that 300 spoof like stuff. It feels like those movies just done on a better budget, better script, I guess. Higher, just on a more cinematic scale. It just feels like one of those satire movies when Deadpool's doing his thing, and then you got Wolverine, and it brings you back to reality a little bit. It brings you back to the ground. You're like, all right, there's some emotion here. There's actually some death. Hugh Jackman was crying and screaming. You could feel the emotion pouring out of his soul. I think Hugh Jackman did a great job. He's getting old. You could see it, but I don't know how if they CGI'd his body, but like he looks old, but then his body's like so ripped and juicy. He was looking good. And yeah, but I still think they work well together because again, opposites attract is what we all like to say in life, and they are definitely opposites, and they work well together, especially in this movie. I was gonna say I almost said something, my bad, but they work well together. Action was great. It's rated R. Disney didn't. They did. I think they did this because they didn't want to with the way regeneration works in the movie. I will say that you could count this as a spoiler. This ain't a spoiler, but like when Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting, they're not cutting each other's arms off and their legs off, even though they could and they'll grow back. as we've seen in Deadpool movies, his arm grows back, or his leg, or whatever. It'll go back real slow, baby leg, baby arm. Like it'd probably take a full day for it to even kind of grow all the way back. I don't think we've ever seen Wolverine get like a limb decapitated, so I don't know how long his would take. But I think that's why I think they even kind of made a joke about it, like uh, Wolverine was like, "You're about to lose. You're about to lose your head," and he's like, "Wait, wait, wait." I think it's just because they don't want to deal with the regeneration, or they don't want to like be inconsistent and make it regenerate real quick. So they just shied away from cutting each other's limbs off. I really wanted to see that when they were fighting, but they just I just don't think it was possible for the story they were trying to tell in the situations, unless like 1 week later type shit happens. And nah, but it was still cool and fun. The fights were still good. They still the choreography was still good enough to offset that, I guess. But again, Disney wasn't shying away. Besides that, from the gore, there was other decapitations, other limbs and stuff getting cut. So that was nice to see. Blood everywhere. CGI blood. Blood's blood. I think CGI blood's probably gonna be more of the standard. It ain't like Alien or Predator movies back in the day where a lot of it was real fake blood. But everything works. Again, you know what kind of movie this is. We're dealing with the TVA multiversal stuff. There's tons of cameos, a lot that they spoiled in the trailers. So that a lot of those weren't surprising. Even we still cheered a little bit here and there. There's a certain character again in the trailer that they spoiled. That when they did come on the screen, if they didn't spoil it, I think it would have gotten a thunderous applause. Maybe your theater got a thunderous applause, but my theater it was still full. But this one certain character, it was kind of quiet, like woo, like a couple of people maybe, like woo. But overall, it was kind of quiet for this one character, and I know for a fact, if they didn't do that in the trailer, it would have been a thunderous applause. But it would have been unexpected, even though you kind of expect it. It still would have been a real moment because we didn't see it on online. And it's your fault, my fault, if we watch it or not. How could I know that that was gonna be in the trailer? I got wrecked. You probably got wrecked, and you over there, you probably didn't even care. You probably don't care. Just the way it is. But there was one specific cameo that I lost my mind. I didn't know. And I couldn't even imagine it because of things behind the scenes. If you know behind the scenes of certain movies, I just would never in my life imagined this cameo, and I was so happy. This has fueled my happiness for this movie, my enjoyment. This one cameo, and I can't even call it. I don't even know if you could call it a cameo, because certain people stick around. It was kind of interesting. But this one cameo it got me to my heart, to my core. It filled me with so much energy and enthusiasm in the moment. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. And maybe in the comments we can talk about that. But man, just amazing. That's amazing. And again, this is a cheat code. It's a cheat code. They're cheating with a cameo like that. For me personally, that's just cheating. Like, cause in the movie, I didn't even care about the movie anymore. It was just this cameo was like gave me life. It gave me life. The main plot of this movie, with the TVA and the stuff that they're doing, the multiversal, all that shit, and you've seen in the trailers the bald girl. I don't remember if they said who she was in the trailer, so I'll just call her the bald girl, so I don't spoil it. But the writing there, and the movie tries to be funny, like oh the MacGuffin, oh the story, oh we need the plot, amp the stakes. Like they say things as a joke, even though it's an actual thing, but they're still joking it about it, making fun of what they're doing. Like that's funny and that's ha ha. I see what you're doing, but at the same time, it's still the story still is mediocre. The plot is still thin. The plot is still ridiculous. Inconsistent, I would say, with the MCU. But again, the fact that the movie themselves would say it's inconsistent, or the movie themselves would make fun of it, is their way of saying, since we know, that means it's not really like it's, you know what I mean. It's cheap, and that's what you expect. I guess you'd have to expect with a movie like this. This movie was definitely made for the theaters, though, for a crowd. Uh, go with go see it right now. Go see it. I went at 7. I could have went at 3 o'clock, but I noticed more people were going at 7 when I was getting my tickets. So I said, "Fuck! I want the best the theater experience possible." So I said, "Fuck it." I waited. I bought the 7 o'clock showing. I could have went many times before 7, but I just noticed, and you know, throughout the month, because we did pre ticket sales, so leading up to then, sure, the 3 o'clocks and things before were starting to get booked, to like fully booked, but the fact that a whole month before 7 o'clock was like getting 8. So I was like, you know what, this is the showing I want to go to. So I went to the 7 o'clock, saw it at night for that theater experience, and the theater experience was good. Everybody was laughing, cheering. Uh, Again, it's really, I feel like your main takeaway from this movie is gonna be cameos. That's just the main thing. You're like, who's gonna come on screen next? Oh, do you remember that person? Oh, look, I can't believe this person's there. Oh, look at this and look at that. That's like the main thing you're gonna see on Twitter. Nobody's gonna give a shit about the fucking TVA storyline. Nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody gives a shit about the fucking bald bitch. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, that's the thing. Like, nobody. And we're all gonna. I'm sucking it off. If that one cameo I love, I'm sucking this movie off just for that. Without that cameo, my grade would be lower. I'm not even in front for you. I'm giving this movie an A. I'm giving this movie an A, bro. It was so fun. It was so fun. Even though Deadpool was super annoying at times, I think on purpose, sure, but it still was a thing. But the movie was fun. Lots of emotion. Even Deadpool would get serious at times. It would get serious at times. There was some emotion at times with Deadpool. There was a really funny storyline with Deadpool that I won't spoil. Like that was kind of really funny, and the scene went a little too long. Uh, just for the people that know, the interview, that was it was a little too long. That was a little too long. But they tried to make it serious, but it was a joke made serious, and uh, I'm just surprised that was like a main thread plot of the movie. That specific thing, that was really weird to me. I not weird, but surprising that they would even. I don't know. The future of the MCU, I don't even know anymore, because they were making fun of it in the movie about the multiverse, and the multiverse saga has been misses. Every movie was a miss, and they're just making fun of everything, bro. And it's on purpose. It's like the She-Hulk episode where the She-Hulk was like talking shit about her own show, saying that they wrote it bad, and just because you're saying that, you think we're gonna forgive it because you know that it's bad. That doesn't make anything better, but more so just a joke. I don't know. That's just me though, and sometimes I'm crazy because y'all like a lot of shit, and if I don't, that makes me crazy. If y'all like something and I don't, I'm crazy. If you know, that's how that works. That's all I'm trying. That's what I was trying to get at. But still a good movie. Go see it day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm gonna go see it again, probably next week. But I'm gonna see it again. I'm gonna see it again in theaters. In theaters. Hopefully Dolby. I saw it in XD. And yeah, 14 minutes. I'm surprised it went this long. No spoilers. There's a ton to spoil. The plot is not sure. You can spoil anything in life. Plot is just crazy to me. It's not a lot there for what the main plot. There's like through lines with Deadpool and Wolverine, their individualities of what they're going through in their life and their mental states. Those little plots I liked. Those emotional ties. But the main plot, I didn't really care about that at all. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about all that I said. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, I really, really loved that one cameo, like to the max. To the max. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I'm just a guy with a camera and a mic. And I'm out.